On July 24th of this year, we passed 1,000 subscribers. First off, I want to say thank you. The amount of support I get from you guys is unbelievable, and I'm so excited that the channel has continued to grow during my absence. Right now, we're at 1,087 subscribers. We're quite a bit over that 1,000 mark, but the point still stands. Another exciting thing about 1,000 subscribers is we have monetization again. I'm really excited about that because that means I can start putting more money into topics for the channel, video ideas, and improving video quality. I've been pretty absent over the last year or so. I think the last video I uploaded was like 7 months ago. You can also see I'm in a completely different place now. We'll get more into that later. There are a few reasons I've been kind of absent. The first is I've been putting a lot of my time into school. I'm a junior in college right now, and that's been taking up a lot of my time and energy. I've also switched to a new computer. You can see that in the background. I'll get more into that later as well. It is running Windows and does not have iMovie. I still think iMovie is probably the best video editing program I've used. And given that my MacBook Pro is no longer the main machine, I just kind of haven't been getting around to editing videos a lot. And I just haven't been working on projects as much as I used to. Tying into the whole school situation, you can see I'm in a completely different place right now. I'm currently living in a dorm on campus. You can see I have a Dell server behind me, as well as you might be able to see the switches down there. I do want to make a video covering my kind of dorm setup, but the main point is I'm not really at home where a lot of my stuff is. Next year, I'll be living in an apartment. I'm hoping I can kind of have a nicer home lab setup and get some of that going again, and there will definitely be videos to come. Speaking of videos to come, I've picked up a lot of new hobbies recently, the biggest of which I'd say is CNC, 3D printing, and prototyping. I got a Flash Forge last April, and I've been doing a lot of 3D printing with that. I would like to make some content over the winter break because I actually broke that printer and I'm doing some repairs on it, and I think those repairs would make great content. I've also been getting into radio a lot, two-way radio, software-defined radio, stuff like that. Mainly because I'm a rail fan. If you don't know what that is, I take videos of trains, I chase trains. They're just something else that's pretty interesting to me, another hobby, and a lot goes on the radio, and I've been using that to my advantage. Another thing over the winter break is I'd like to work on the home lab, maybe get that going in a final kind of operating state. I don't think things are going to be as complicated as I wanted them to be, but the plan is to get that going at least to some extent. One other thing, I don't want to promise any of these videos. As past experience has taught us, I'm not exactly good at keeping up on those things. Next thing I want to get into is ways to support the channel. I have a Patreon, PayPal, Amazon wishlist, and an eBay page. You can find the links to those in the description. Again, any money put into that goes back into the channel, helps out with projects and stuff. As for the Patreon, I'd like to start having goals and tiers, but that is again probably going to be in the future, as that'll take a bit of work. You can see a lot of my project stuff on my Instagram. I'll also put a link to that in the description, as well as my TikTok where I upload train videos if you're interested. I also have another YouTube page where I upload better train videos. Again, if you're interested in that, the links are in the description. If you're curious about my new PC, that is a Ryzen 9 system. It has a 3900X, 32 gigs of RAM, and my RX 480, as well as a few terabytes of SSD storage. I really want to make a video about that in the future. That's probably not going to happen for a few months, just because my main setup is in my dorm, and I'm not allowed to be here over the winter break. There is also the T3610 behind me. That's running as my server up here. Really all it is a Unify controller. It also has file sharing, but that's kind of finicky sometimes. Again, I hope to do videos about that in the future. Again, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy with where the channel is, and it continues to grow even when I'm not uploading videos. Over the winter break, I'm going to be putting a ton of effort into videos. I'd like to get 2 or 3 or maybe 4 up during the holiday, and then have at least a steady stream after that. I have lots of cool stuff planned. Whether I'll get to that or not, we'll see. But with that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos.